Hello, my name is Bedreas, and welcome to a new series I'm creating. This series I've created using the bucket list system within game. This challenge I've set up for myself is a time trial climbing up the backside of the mountain in Kiewa Valley, which is in the bottom left corner of the map. As you can see here, I'm going to drive up and set up the challenge for myself. Now, the challenge is going to be called the Kiewa Valley Hill Climb, and I've set up some rules for myself. Rule number 0, no cutting straight up the hill. Rule number 1, cars will be maxed out to A class. Rule number 2, cars will use dirt and rally tires when applicable. And rule 3, the cars will use their standard engine and transmission, the drivetrain. Now, the car that we'll be using as the metric at which all the other cars will be measured by is the Subaru WRX STI, the VT15R rally car that they've released that you can get from one of the Forza fawns, which has long passed. It comes standard with 330 horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque, is 2,900 pounds. It's front heavy with 60% of the weight over the front wheels and has a relatively small engine at 1.994 liters. Now here we go, climbing up the mountain here. As you see here, since I've used the bucket list, there are no signs, nobody in the stands, as there are no stands, and it's just me and the road. Now you will notice that I will have the brake lines on, simply because I am not exactly the best driver in the world, and B, it will also help me determine when the turns are coming up, because there are a lot of blind turns on this particular track, especially when you're climbing up the hill. Now, how I've determined the time is interesting, because in the bucket lists, when you finish the challenge, it doesn't actually show the time down to the tenths of the second or hundredths of a second. It only goes to the second. So, as I finish here, the first trial here, which is going to be in a few minutes here, as I wind my way here, trying carefully to keep the tires on the road, I'm going to show you here at the end how I adjusted the screen so I can actually see the time before it closes. So I went into during editing, I went in and went frame by frame before the game finished the race and saw what the last time was before the timer disappeared. And that's the time we're going to use for the time trial. So I'll shut up here for the time being, and we'll come back to you as soon as this race is over. Well, alright, that's a time of 2:32:62. Moving on to the next trial. There's the end of the second trial. 2 minutes, 31 seconds, and 75 thousandths of a second. Alright, and with our best time to date, 2 minutes 30.488. Alright, now to something completely different. We're going to be using the Dodge Dart Hemi Superstock. A very popular car. See a lot on online races. So this should be fairly interesting to see how it handles the mountain. Now, it's been upgraded to the top of A class. It has 439 horsepower, 507 foot-pounds of torque, comes in at a hefty 3,041 pounds. It has a weight distribution of 54% weight displacement over the front wheels, and has a hefty 6.98 liter engine. Now let's throw this thing up the mountain and see how it does. crossing it at the line at 2:47.797. Not exactly a great start for the Dodge, but give it another go. Okay, and we crossed the line. 2 minutes 43 seconds. .306. A lot better than last time, but still not close to the Subaru. And finally, at 2:43:03 is our final time. And a bit unsurprisingly, the Subaru WRX has beat the Dodge Dart on a fairly large margin. I'm hoping maybe some of the cars I've lined up here might give the Subaru a little bit more of a run for its money. I'm thinking about even trying out some of the cars coming out with the Forza-thons as well. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.